Hi everyone, in this video I will be refurbishing an old file cabinet that I had from my old desk, as well as creating a middle support. So the first thing that I did was disassembling the cabinet so that it would be easier to sand and paint the pieces instead of having to work around all the grooves that were already in the cabinet. I then cut down a scrap piece of wood so that it would be the ideal length to go on the back of the cabinet, making it the whole length of the desk. I then ripped it down to size so that it would be the correct height for the cabinet. I used a 1/4" Forstner bit to drill out some holes for dowels that would just hold everything into alignment while I was putting the bracing on. With the back piece slightly attached, I flipped the cabinet over and then attached a brace on the top and on the bottom just to hold everything square. After some quick math, I determined the length of my diagonal pieces and also the angles that they needed to be cut at. I then attached the diagonal pieces to the back of the cabinet and the back of the side addition by pre-drilling, applying a little bit of glue, and then screwing in an 1¼ drywall screw. With the length of the cabinet at its final length, I could now start on the height of the cabinet. So I cut down this piece of 1x6, I believe, into small segments that would just allow me to box in the bottom of the cabinet. I then use a small cutoff of a 2x4 to cut two 1x1" squares. These scrap blocks were cut so that I could easily attach the miters to one another without having screws showing from the outside, and also to provide a little bit more support for the weight that's going to be pressing down on this height adjustment. With this height adjustment piece completed, I attached some more L brackets to the bottom of it, which would make it easily attached to the bottom of the cabinet. I set the box in place and measured around it to make sure everything was aligned. Began screwing it in, and then Nicole grabbed a tape measure to be my little assistant, making sure that everything was still aligned properly. After that, I cut two 2x4s to size and then put them under the desk, and then I drilled out a hole through one of the under braces, countersunk a hole, inserted another T-nut, and then screwed it into place with the small screws. As always, thank you for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for the next video where I finish up this desk. Have a good one.